What's up, guys? Apex here. As you guys can see in the title, I will be getting the Lullaby Rod in Fish. Without further ado, let's start this quest. First of all, get your Traveler's Whistle and teleport to Abyssal Zenith.
Take note that you will need to complete 100% of the area's bestiary before you can teleport there.
Once you teleport there, spawn your submarine and follow where I go. On this minigame, get caught by the angler to teleport to the start of this area. Now you need to get past the first angler and follow me to where I go. We have arrived at Hawaii, where we will take the first quest. Just swim up until you see a small island. The NPC sitting here is named Simon. He will be the one giving you most of the quest for the Lullaby Rod. Go talk to him and he will give the first quest. This is the first quest. At first, you may be confused, but I will also be telling what to do for each quest. For the first quest, you will need to catch a forgotten celestial koi. You can get a celestial koi inside the Atlantis, especially on the sunken depths area. Here is the fish. Its favorite bait is truffle worm. And to get the forgotten mutation, you need to use Thalassor's ruin rod. While reeling in a celestial koi, you should wait until around 25 seconds before catching the fish to get a duplicate with the forgotten mutation. I did not wait for 25 seconds, so I did not get a duplicate with the forgotten mutation. Alright, we got the forgotten celestial koi. Now for the next part of the quest, we will be bringing our forgotten celestial koi to Sunstone Island, specifically in this small island where the mahi-mahi and trumpetfish abundances is found. Now we will have to wait for a starfall event to start. It just turned nighttime, so I will now activate a starfall totem to start starfall. Now hold out the forgotten celestial koi that you got and you will get a message. You have completed the first quest. Now go back to Simon to get your second quest. Talk to him for the second quest. Now this will be a little more challenging than the last quest. For the first quest, you will need a lunar moonstone. You can get a moonstone on meteor drops with a chance of 1 in 73. After getting a moonstone, you can appraise it for the lunar mutation. For the second quest, you need to catch a translucent baby bloopfish. Baby bloopfishons can spawn randomly or if someone uses a bloop whistle. And for the translucent mutation, it is better to enchant your rod with Ghastly. Time to get Ghastly enchant.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Alright, time to use a bloop whistle.
A few moments later.
Now we are halfway done on the second quest. For the third quest, you need to catch a serene ancient depth serpent. This part is probably the hardest because of its mutation. But before that, let's head on to the depths. Ancient depth serpents are caught in the depths during absolute darkness events. To trigger an absolute darkness event faster, we will be using the Rod of the Depths. Now we will be using the Lullaby Rod for the Serene mutation. Please note that you can use other rods like Polaris Serenade or other rods that can also give Serene mutation. You need to find these yellow abundances. This is where you can reel in an Ancient Depth Serpent. Ancient Depth Serpent's preferred bait is the truffle worm. I was so close to crashing out, but gladly I got it. Just look at how many Ancient Depth Serpents I got before the Serene one. Finally done with all the quests. Now we will head to Boreal Pines and give each fish to the specific ghost there. We have arrived at Boreal Pines. We will now give the items or fishes we got to the ghosts. Note that it has to be nighttime and foggy weather, and you have to hold the item to see it. Give the Lunar Moonstone to this ghost at this coordinates. The translucent bloopfish at this coordinates. And the Serene Ancient Depth Serpent at this coordinates. You have completed the second quest. Time for the third quest. For the third quest, you will need to perfect catch 7 shiny or sparkling blessed flying fish or harmonic dove. You will need Seraphic Rod for the blessed mutation. You can also enchant your rod with blessed for higher chance of shiny or sparkling fish. For this quest, I will be going to Above the Clouds.
3 hours later.
You have finished the third quest. Let's go to Simon for the fourth quest. For this quest, you are not going to catch any fish yet. Instead, we will be heading to the Hades lair in Wrath of Olympus. Now, to actually get the fourth quest, we will need to unlock the maze in this area. To unlock the maze, you need to offer 100 wisps to a statue. These wisps can be fished more often at Wisp Haunt abundances. You can still fish these outside this abundance. Next, you will need to offer 25 dark wisps to the other statue. Dark wisps can be fished up in these moving soul pools. You need to offer 1 wisp to a grave to have a chance to spawn a soul pool. When a soul pool spawns, you have to pay 3 wisps to the ferryman to be able to see the soul pool. It will take a while to get all these wisps, so I will not bore you guys, and I will skip to when I get all the wisps.
Tomorrow.
Alright, we got 126 wisps and 36 dark wisps. A little over what we needed, but that's fine. Now offer the 100 wisps at this statue, and the 25 dark wisps at this statue. Note that inside the maze lies pure darkness, so it's recommended to buy a Styx lantern from the Spirit Guide for 25 wisps. Once you enter, you immediately notice that it's really dark. Thanks to the lantern, it is not completely dark. Now just follow to where I go. Once you reach this part, reach the edge and use a velocity coil to jump upward. Then use a glider until you see the next platform. This is the NPC that will give us the next quest. Talk to the lost soul. For this quest, you need to catch 12 lost twilight glowfish. For the lost mutation, we will be using the Lost Rod. For the twilight glowfish, we are going back to the sunken depths. Every perfect catch, there will be a chance where a text pops up below your screen. If it appears, the next fish has a guaranteed lost mutation. This is the message that will appear.
Later.
Took me around an hour to finish the quest. Let's go back to the Lost Soul. Now we go talk to Simon. Go to Dr. Crookspine and talk to him for the quest. Well, this is a long list. Don't worry, I will guide you guys on how to get all of these.
Skip it a button, dada.
To get the iron chunk, gold piece, and radiant crystal, you need to fish at Mineshaft. Use magnet bait for the first 2 and use the celestial rod for the celestial mutation on the radiant crystal.
First time trying a cigarette, let's chase the buzz. I'm fucking tweaking! I'm fucking tweaking!
A few moments later.
Well, that second try was easier than expected. Now for the purified broken gears. Enchant any rod that has low luck with insight. Now head to the Zeus layer of Wrath of Olympus. This is where broken gears are fished at. Use garbage bait, as they are trash rarity. For the rocket fuel, you need to fish at Mushgrove Swamp. Now for the glacial fragment fish at Snowburrow. To get the frozen and lunar mutation, we will have to appraise each item for it. Time to appraise the rocket fuel. All right, let's go back to Dr. Crookspine. Bring this time machine to Simon. This concludes part 1 of me getting Lullaby Rod. Next part, I will probably get the Lullaby Rod and Unrestricted. See you all soon.